It is 25 minutes before 11 o'clock. I'm trying to multitask here with the video and everything. Vanessa is in the studio. Vanessa Lane Jennings. And let me put her picture on there. There she is. And we are ready now to take some questions from you, the listeners. We have a tendency to always have fun with Vanessa. It's always fun here. And at the same time, we know that if you have a legal circumstance, chances are it's not fun. You have picked an occupation that is so contrary to your personality, Vanessa.
I know. I might need to change it.
No. Just make a lot of money and then change it.
There you go.
So if you have a question for Vanessa that is law kind of a question, the number is 622-9622. If it's not law, it's 1-900. Just a joke. Good morning, Vanessa.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm here. It's Friday, and it is a beautiful day here in Marion County. There's not a cloud in the sky.
Well, your eyes look nice or different or something. What'd you do? Is it because your hair's pulled back?
It's probably because my hair's
I don't
pulled
see
back.
your eyes normally.
Right, because my hair's like all disheveled in front of it.
Well, you usually have beautiful. You have beautiful hair.
Thank
but
you.
Today you have it up in a bun. What's today? Bun day? Kelly had a bun too.
It's Friday. No, I was telling Robin before the show I accidentally put a hot oil treatment in my hair, and apparently it didn't work. So even though I washed it, it didn't look right straight. So it just went into the bun.
Did Dan and Missy ever talk to you about the shampoo they had with bugs in it?
Yes, they did. They did. As their maybe counsel, I might not be able to.
No, we don't want to talk about that.
No, I'm just joking. They talked to me purely as friends.
Okay, but I mean, sometimes you hear stories like this where people will have bugs in their soup and things like that, and they'll go to an attorney to file a lawsuit. How do you handle it? How do you know? Now, in Dan's case, we know he didn't make it up. But like somebody says they have a fly in their shrimp cocktail or something. How do you know they didn't put it there? And is it even worth doing anything about it?
Sometimes you don't know. I mean, but remember the situation you told us on one of my first shows, and I'll never forget it, with the bag and the lettuce.
That was my mom. That was my mom. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So it's the same type of situation where you have to hear the whole story, do as much research as you can beforehand before you file suit, and then once you file suit, there's a discovery period where evidence has gone back and forth, and you kind of figure it out as you go along.
But do we go a little crazy as the ones filing the lawsuit thinking we're going to get rich off of something like that? I mean, isn't it unfair to the restaurant to expect them to pay thousands of dollars when the truth is it was just a moment of yuck?
A lot of people believe that their pain and suffering is worth money.
How much is mine worth?
$5.
$5. That sounds like mine. Yeah, my pain and suffering was... You know what you just reminded me of? You reminded me of a psychic we had on one time, and she was able to speak to angels. She was able to speak to angels. And people were calling in the whole show. What is my angel saying? Oh, this, that. Oh, gosh, everything was so serious. I said, oh, what is my angel saying? She says, hold on. Oh, they're laughing. I said, mine are laughing. My pain and suffering is worth $5, and my angels are laughing.
Yeah. Yes, this is your plot in life.
This is the gift from God. Yes, this is the gift from God.
Well, how do you know how much to ask for when something happens to a person and they come into you to sue for damages? How do you know?
Well, it depends what type of case it is. I mean, because every type of case is a little bit different. Let's say someone got injured. A lawnmower ran over their foot. Mm-hmm. They're going to have actual medical costs, right? So you're going to tally up all the medical costs, all the out-of-pocket costs. They're going to have lost work. So you're going to put in all of the, those are economic costs. Mm-hmm. Their husband would, unless I made it a female who got her foot run over for some reason in my head, but okay, but it'll be a man, because
So it sounds like a real case now.
It is a real case. So. Like, let's say it is a husband and wife, and the wife got her foot run over. The husband could and by the neighbor. The husband can sue for loss of consortium, losing the ability to have a relationship with his wife because she, was in bandages and she said no.
Can't function that way. Wow, I never thought about that.
So I mean, there's.
Wait. What does the word consortium mean?
Is this a PG-13 show? Dan said be nice on the show. It's
consortium means sex?
Yes.
Consorta means sex.
Well, relationship.
Did you know this?
Intimate
I did
relationships.
not know that, but when Vanessa was,
in the
describing
context?
it, I figured it was.
She has very strong contextual clues.
Wait a minute. You can sue somebody because your wife is no longer able to have sex with you?
Yes. Well, not that she's no longer. In my story, she was able.
Does that include like new husbands?
Old husbands? Yes.
No, new ones. Like there's a new guy, and he's the reason I can't have sex with her anymore.
No. That's, no,
that doesn't work.
That doesn't work. Florida doesn't care about that one.
But that is something I would never have thought about.
We have a phone call. Let's say good morning and thank you for calling. You're on the air with Vanessa Lane Jennings.
Yeah, good morning. When I was in the post office, a coworker of mine, his wife was a carrier in another post office, and she got T-boned in an accident. She was one of the carriers that has to drive their own right-hand drive vehicle, and the insurance company couldn't grasp that a right-hand drive vehicle costs more than a regular Jeep. And they kept trying to settle out for the price of a regular Jeep, and eventually the guy just kind of had his Godfather moment and said, "Well, I can show you the bruised legs of my wife, and we can start talking pain and suffering, or you can give me the price of a right-hand drive Jeep. Which will it be?" They settled for the price of the right-hand drive Jeep.
Wow.
Sometimes they're smart. Sometimes they're smart.
Wow.
Wow. I wish I had thought of that.
Okay, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank
When we hit that cow, I should have thought of something.
you. First of all, the cow
Where were
should
you?
sue for pain and suffering.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was I should have called you.
Everyone should always
We didn't
call
meet
me.
you until after the cow.
Trust me, yesterday everyone called me. Everyone
Yesterday,
knew
you had a big day yesterday?
Everyone
Wow.
in Ocala.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's just some things that just happen in life, and you need to be able to reach people 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Mm-hmm. And I think my cell phone numbers run down.
And you don't do you have a secretary then that'll take the calls for you and give the messages, so when you're working with somebody else you won't miss a beat, or how does that work?
I have 2 secretaries.
Wow.
Both of them one's 3/4 time and one's, I guess, a quarter time instead of both part time. My sister works Monday through Wednesday with us, and she's
Sally?
Sally, yes.
Okay.
Also Princess Elsa.
I met
for her
Sally.
Her princess parties.
I don't know what she looks like. I only know what her character looks like.
She looks just like that,
Elsa.
but with
Does she
normal hair.
really? She looks like Elsa?
Yeah, she does. It's
You should take her to, what was that thing in Epcot that they got now?
they haven't opened it yet, but yes.
Oh, it hasn't opened yet?
No,
The Frozen thing?
It took over for Mouse Storm.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Right,
Yep.
right.
Yeah, it hasn't opened yet. There was
Yeah.
tears when they closed it on our part, because we go to Disney.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
we
like
love
the
that
Maelstrom?
place.
You like that
Yeah.
thing? Yeah, I did too.
That was my favorite ride at Epcot from a little kid.
Yeah, but you'll
going on it.
probably like the new one too.
No, because it won't be the same.
Really?
I'm one of those old fuddy-duddy people.
But it'll be cold in there, I bet you. On
That-
July
which is-
the 18th, when you're there in the middle of the summer, you'll be happy to be in a cold ride.
Well, I have a trial on July 18th, so I will.
Oh.
I will not.
A trial.
You're going to have to postpone it. Say, I'm not going to be there today. You're going to have to adjust
sorry.
your schedule.
Sorry, Joe Chargers.
You're amazing that you even knew you had a trial on July 18th. I mean, I would have to ask Robin, are we doing anything on July 18th?
Yeah.
I believe it's a Monday, so yeah. No, I don't.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Do you look forward to trials or do you dread them?
It depends what case it is. Some of them are just.
What about the
they're-
one on July 18th?
Oh no, I'm looking forward to that one.
You are looking forward to it?
Yeah,
Really?
that's a family law case, so I like.
So
that one.
somebody
And I
might
like
be
the judge.
happy at the end of it.
No matter what, people will be happy at the end of it
Oh, okay.
because it'll settle the dilemma. that's
Children
going on.
involved?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's hard.
The right thing should be done.
That's hard.
All right, we will be right back. By the way, Vanessa wants you to have her phone number as well. We'll give you that when we come back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunny to partly cloudy today with an afternoon and early evening thunderstorm. High of 89 to 94. Partly cloudy later tonight, a low of 71 to 76. Tomorrow there'll be some sunshine, another afternoon thunderstorm, a high of 90 to 93. Partly sunny, an afternoon thunderstorm again for Sunday with a high of 89 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Get ready for some super weekend deals at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday only, you can buy quality citrus trees, not $40 or $50, just $29.99. This weekend, you can pick your own color crepe myrtles for as little as $4.99 each, all the way up to those big 7 and 10 footers, all the popular colors, just $2.99. Buy one, get one free, delivered, planted, and guaranteed. Now through Saturday, get a jumbo 4-pack of veggies at the unheard of price of $2.29. And they've still got dwarf ever-blooming red ruffle azaleas, a must for your yard, just $2.99 each. You've got to see them. Hurry on over today through Saturday to Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, 2610 Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, just a mile east of 441. Bob Wine's, homegrown, locally owned, in the very same location since 1952.
This is James Snyder, inviting you to join me each Sunday morning at 9:30 for Sunday Joy on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM.
Yeah, I'm that drip coming down from the corner of the room. But where did I come from? I'll never tell.
Bone Dry Roofing can and will fix it right the first time using quality materials and will deal honestly and fairly with you, period. You can find Bone Dry Roofing on their website, bonedryroofingllc.com, and Facebook at Bone Dry Roofing LLC. Do it right before your roof needs a tarp to keep the elements out. Bone Dry Roofing stands behind their work to help make your home safe and secure. Plus, they have financing available. Remember, if you're not bone dry, then you're all wet.
Hi, I'm Big Daddy Don Garlitz, asking you to support adoption by purchasing a Choose Life license plate from your county tag office. You know it costs a lot to give a child life. Many times a woman is forced to make a bad choice because of financial pressures. Help save the lives of the unborn children by aiding women whom choose life instead of abortion. Take a stand for life. Purchase your Choose Life license plate today. For more information, go to chooselife.org or call 352-624-2854.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
You're listening to WOCA. Ocala.
All right, sorry. 12 minutes before 11 o'clock. Vanessa, Lane Jennings is here. Vanessa, what is a good number to call you at?
Area code 352-804-0092.
And write that number down. You never know. Having an attorney could be the greatest thing if you're doing something, for your, maybe in your business or something like that. And sometimes you have to have an attorney. So it's like you don't want to call an attorney for certain things, and you're happy about it in other things, right? Mm-hmm. So I want to call you when I have something I'm happy about. I don't want to call you when I'm like somebody's ticking me off, like peeing on my wall or something like
that. Well, I mean, that could be a fun and exciting case, though.
Because that would just be so bad,
Yeah.
What do I do? How much money am I going to get from this guy?
Well, I mean, it depends on how much damage you did to your wall.
Oh my gosh. How much trouble I could have been in over the years for doing something similar.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Well, somebody's tree or a fire hydrant or something.
Well, sometimes that happens, though. I mean, people will be in an area like that one TV reporter down in South Florida, and he defecated against that woman's wall, and that was just so really, really bad.
I've seen so many things in South Florida when I lived there, so I wouldn't doubt that.
Oh, gosh.
So oh gosh, I don't even want to go there. Never mind.
Okay.
I just, some things are just too disgusting to talk about. But
I was told this was a PG at best show.
It is PG at best.
Okay.
And you should see it at its worst. It's great.
I was given very strict instructions on my first day.
Why? Did we do something wrong?
No, you didn't. I'm pretty sure that Dan was just,
Oh, okay. Do you know?
Concerned.
Did you happen to see the story about the moose that had the baby in Alaska, in the parking lot of Lowe's?
I missed the moose baby story. Sorry.
That was so wonderful.
Don't you wish news was like that every day?
I do. I mean,
A moose had a baby in a parking lot at a Lowe's, and people kind of sat around and watched and used the Jeep as shade. And Robin said that there's a law. Now, this might be only in Canada.
In Canada. This was in Alaska with the moose.
So it could be. Tell Vanessa what the law is.
Oh, that if you're living in Canada and you walk out of your house, you're going to go to work, and you see a moose standing in your driveway, you can't shoo it away or do anything. You might as well just, go back in your house and wait until the moose moves, because they've got free roam of the streets and everything up there.
there would be a moose in my driveway
So.
every single day. Sorry. Can't go to work.
What are your thoughts on the story about the gorilla that got shot? What are your thoughts on that one? Should they be a lawsuit with anybody? Should the mom be in trouble? Should the
I want to know.
zoo be in trouble?
Right. I haven't seen any video footage. I only read articles, and they don't give enough in depth, because I don't know how the child actually ended up in there.
I'm not sure about that either.
So it's one of those things where, one, I think the mom has negligence on her part, because 4-year-olds or 3-year-olds or however the toddler was don't randomly end up in the middle of a zoo animal pit. But then also, I mean, the zoo wouldn't sue itself because it would be the one owning the gorilla, but that might have been an extreme measure, in my opinion.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
there's tranquilizers, there's other things that could be done.
Well, and not to drag that whole story into your show, but they explained why they couldn't do that. Everybody who raised the gorilla was upset that had to be done, but they all agreed that it had to be done, because the gorilla wouldn't have. They agreed the gorilla wouldn't have hurt the child intentionally, but that would have hurt the child in trying to just get it from one point to another, just trying to carry it around like a doll,
Right.
like a doll,
Like it would have done its own, yeah.
like it would have done to its own.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, except its own doesn't wear a belt. Well, it was carrying the little boy by the belt, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
I think I saw it doing that. Yeah.
It's an easy handle.
Yeah. Well, I wonder how they carry their own babies though. If there's no belt on them.
Don't they
Have you
throw
ever
them up
seen
on his shoulders or something?
They also grab them by the back of the neck, and they just grab onto them.
Yeah.
And they sometimes tuck them under their arm like a rugby ball.
Do you have any pets?
I do.
What do you have?
I have a cat.
One cat.
Cats are
One.
nice.
What's your cat's name?
Her name is, it depends on the day, but her name is Chloe Bell or Satan Kitty.
Oh, Satan Kitty. She must be really bad.
She has her moments. She's better now that she's a little bit older, but the other morning she just decided she wanted to wake me up so I could watch her push everything off one of my dressers.
Oh my gosh.
She screamed in my face, so I woke up so she pushed stuff off.
So did you hear about the airplane in Tampa? The wheel caught fire, and the people on the airplane had to wait and had to get off. And there's one lady who wants to sue the airline for what do you call it? What do you call that again?
Emotional distress.
Thank you. So would you take that case? Would you?
No.
No, because it's ridiculous.
I will never say that anybody's case is ridiculous.
Right.
However, it's just not nor will I say it's frivolous, because maybe she very well could have been in extreme distress. I just don't know if the airline did anything negligent to warrant.
And that would be the key right there, right?
Right. So I would have to know the facts, but on its face and everything that's been in the news, not necessarily.
Okay. So, but you have to be kind of the barrier for your own self, so you don't end up in a courtroom where there's a judge who says this is frivolous, because then all of a sudden you just spent a lot of time on something that works out to nothing.
Yes, and especially in certain cases like that where the client wants you to take it for a contingency fee, which means that you don't get paid until the end.
Unless, then you know.
If there's no recovery, you get no money. So you need to be very certain that there is definitely a claim before you take one of those cases.
And now, since that you have your cases booked actually in front of a judge so far out, is there more anxiety for the people that are waiting for that trial date? And do they get in touch with you more from now until that date, or are they okay with just waiting?
Everyone's different. Every person has a different personality. So I have people who call every single day, even though they know when their court date is, just because that makes them feel better. And then I have people who, even when they know when their court date is, they just show up on the day and they don't talk to me between it. I call them in to do their meetings and to do their consults, but in between, there's they have no desire to communicate with me.
And so you're accessible to your clients 24/7 then, generally.
They could send an email 24/7.
Oh, okay.
And then they have access to, my clients have access to my cell phone, and they can send text messages.
Oh.
But I don't necessarily guarantee a instantaneous response. Like when I'm here,
Yes.
I'm not answering text messages or phone calls or emails. But when I leave, then I'm able to go through them and siphon them off. But our
Gosh.
office is very big on doing callbacks. So if you call in the office and want to talk to me, we schedule you for a 15-minute callback within, it's supposed to be within 24 to 48 hours, but they tend to fill up because everybody knows about them. So they'll call a week or two in advance and people book 2 or 3 spots.
Right.
Oh, my.
Because some people are very smart. They know how the system works, and they use the system. So they'll book 2 or 3 weeks in advance. Okay, I want you to call me this Wednesday, this Thursday, and this Friday. And they know it's like a time certain.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that's how we kind of keep everyone on track and make sure everyone gets called back in our offices. We have designated times to call people back. So, because it's hard, because you call in the office and I'm with somebody, Robin, I call you back, but then you're in the grocery store and your phone's not working. So then we play this perpetual game of phone tag, and then you get frustrated as a client. So I try to alleviate all frustration when that happens. And okay, she's going to call me at 4:30 on Friday. I'll be there by my phone.
Oh, my. That makes you good.
No,
Very
it
good.
just makes my office run a lot smoother, because before I didn't, we would just play phone tag back and forth.
Wow.
That's good to know. That's good to know. So do you have any plans for the summer?
I have 6 trials, so I have
6 trials. So zero plans.
for the summer.
How do you make sure, but how do you make sure they don't overlap? I mean, you still have to be investigating everyone.
Well, other than criminal law, because criminal law is you kind of are given dates, and you have a little bit less leeway. But with all my other types of law, they go back and forth, and the judicial assistant will give both parties a list of dates and say which dates work for you, and then you say, okay, these dates absolutely do not work for me, and you black them off, and you go, and then you kind of go play a game of what works for everybody, and then you end up with a date.
Oh, okay.
Normally. And that's why I already have a case scheduled for January 2017.
Oh,
Just
my
because
gosh.
Really?
That's when it worked out.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. So that
Gosh.
person has to wait for something to be resolved up till then. Could something change in the meantime that changes everything?
No, because that's a South Florida case. And their court system, that's just when they're scheduling. They had nothing available until either December or January.
You said South Florida. I know you have a lot of experience down there, and you came in here saying something in Spanish, but you said you don't speak Spanish. So how do you handle when you have a Spanish-speaking client?
I have a lady who works in our office who speaks Spanish.
Okay.
So, but she's not there always, so I have to normally know if I'm going to need her. And I ask people to call back that we do a time certain again, and then she's there and she can translate, or I just bring them in and she's able to translate.
And you bring her to the trial then?
No, we get a certified translator at that point in time.
Oh, you do?
There's certain ones for the courts.
By the way, just to put it in your Rolodex, if you ever need somebody who can speak Pig Latin, I'm fluent in it.
Well, if I have a client who only speaks Pig Latin, then I will definitely...
He's very fluent.
Yeah, I mean, you call me anytime. I'll be glad to listen to the person and say, oh, he's saying he's got to go to use the restroom.
And he'll be lucky because we just installed one.
Oh, you did.
It was a little touch and go before that.
What is your attire when you go to court for yourself personally?
Somebody's buzzing her. Somebody's writing something to her.
It's Dan. Dan likes to be Dan. My attire depends if I'm going to trial or depends if I'm going to be. Normally, it's just business professional.
Oh.
And then I'll wear a suit on trial. That's just my personal.
Oh, okay.
My personal
Okay.
take.
Yeah,
on
because
being
you're such
lawyer.
a classy lady, and
I love that you said
really
that.
do that nicely.
Thank you, Robin.
That's wonderful.
Call Vanessa because she's not going to be on the air in 20 seconds. We're going to be done with this one. But call Vanessa at her number 352-804-0092. Call us if you need that repeated, or go to the website jenningslaw.net. The website, the law firm again, the Jennings Law Firm. right? Did I say it
That's
right?
correct.
Thank you, Vanessa. We'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala. Thank you.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Employers slamming the brakes on hiring in May, which saw 38,000 new jobs created.
Now, the strike at Verizon did affect the payroll numbers for May, cutting it by 34,000 jobs. But even adding that back in, payrolls would have grown around 70,000 jobs, still way below the street's expectations.
Peter Barnes with the Fox